Hi, I'm Erica Green, and welcome to Green Spaces, the show about Riverside's parklands. Today we're going to one of Riverside's smallest parks, yet its most historically significant. What happened on this small parcel of land affected Riverside and indeed California history. It's the parent navel orange tree at Magnolia and Arlington in the heart of the city, and it's one of your city parks. It's the most popular citrus fruit in America, the Washington navel orange. But what you may not know is that the oranges you're buying in the store can trace its ancestral roots all the way back from this one tree, the parent navel orange tree planted 138 years ago by Eliza Tibbets. It all started in 1873 when William Saunders, a botanist with the U.S. Department of Agriculture in Washington, D.C., sent 2 saplings grown from orange trees in Brazil to his former neighbor who had moved to Riverside, Eliza Tibbets. He wanted the trees to thrive, and she felt that her new home would be a great area for citrus growing. She planted the trees, and her experiment began to produce fruit. Wonderful fruit that was brilliant in color, tasty, and seedless. Best of all, Riverside had the perfect weather for this variety of orange that bloomed in the winter. Those 2 trees were the beginning of the gold rush, Southern California oranges. Soon groves of orange trees not only transformed the landscape, it transformed Riverside into one of the richest cities in America at the turn of the century. It was cuttings taken from those 2 original trees that were planted throughout California and Arizona, essentially today's modern citrus industry. The oranges renamed the Riverside Navel Orange and later renamed Washington Navel Orange in honor of our first president for a more national recognition. In 1902, the cherished trees were moved from the Tibbets home to the corner of Magnolia and Arlington as a monument to the orange industry. In 1903, one was removed to be replanted in front of the Mission Inn by President Theodore Roosevelt, but that tree died in 1921. The other tree survives today and still bearing fruit after 138 years of producing. If you look closely at the tree, you can see some horticultural emergency triage. Sometime in the first half of the 20th century, a fungus began to kill the trunk of the tree. 16 small trees were planted around the base of the tree. Their root systems grafted onto the original tree and revitalized it, giving it renewed nourishment. The parent navel orange tree is on a narrow strip of land between streets, so it's kind of hard to find. But thousands manage to make their way here every year to honor this tree. By the way, it's State Historic Marker number 20 in case you have a checklist you're working on. After visiting the tree, come across the street to Low Park, a small park by Marcy Library. It's one of Riverside's oldest parks, not so many amenities as we're used to in today's parks, but it has a tranquil setting for reading or having a picnic. Incidentally, it was not named Low Park because of its elevation. It was ceded to the city in 1902 by Charles and Lizzie Lowe. Thank you for joining me for another edition of Green Spaces. Go out and enjoy one of your city parks today. You'll be glad you did.